Let my baby what? Is it safe? Is it safe, y'all? He did it. He killed the girl. Not the person scrambling her head. Do you have ED? Poopy, fart, poopy, duty, a doopy butt. It was Nicki, Cardi, Nicki, Cardi, Nicki, Nicki. I want both these bitches to be put in a motherfucking boxing ring, no gloves, and let these hoes fight it out. Name 5 songs, Bobby. Gun pointed at your head. I think we all just died. Hey, I was just trying to get famous. Pick a fucking player. You need to get help. Drug him and try to put his pee-pee in his mouth. Lock him up. Put him in jail. Yeah. Girl, we're here. Girls, gather your snacks, gather your stuff. Throw on your shades, throw on your clothes, throw on your pajamas. If you're naked, go throw on something. Just sit down, pull up a seat, grab a snack, and let's have a chat. Because the girls are going at it, and we are here for an emergency episode of the Hot Talk Girl. An emergency episode. Girl, look at me. I have to throw this on because the girls are going, and we're here to talk about it. Child, I'm at a loss for words. It hates me. I just wanted to come up in here real quick and stop the video real quick and just make a quick announcement. For those girls who love to read, or those girls who love a quick gag, or those girls like their opinions being heard, or like to be opinionated, or like people's opinions. Girl, I have an announcement for you. Cover Bitch Magazine. Yes! Yes, girl. I am proud to announce I am the co-creator of the new monthly variety magazine that covers everything from hot topics to exclusive interviews to what to say down here, to BJ's, which is bops and jams, girl, to fashion, to everything, girl. We talk about everything and anything and everything that we are raw, unfiltered, real, motherfucking unapologetic, bitch. And we do it in a tasteful motherfucking way. And no, it is not a magazine that is biased. It is not like other people's magazines, other people's publications or spaces where they decide to be very heavy on I this, I that, very personal about how they feel. No, we are a magazine for the people and of the people. The things we review, the things we talk about, all the things, it's not just our thoughts, it's the thoughts of the GP, bitch, the general motherfucking public. We look at your comments, we look at your opinions, we look at what everybody's thinking, and we try to see both sides of the spectrum, and we, like we said, we are for the people, of the people. So what your thoughts are, we just speaking it. It's kind of like, you know how they say, Tiffany, you thought it. Oh, you said it. Well, yeah, bitch, y'all thought it. And we said it over here on Cover Bitch Magazine. Yes, I look good as fuck in that picture. Look at me. I look good as fuck. Scan the QR code. Go follow us at Cover Bitch Magazine. Go kiki with us over there. If you want the physical copy, hit me up in my DMs for the inquiries on prices, things like that. If not, you could tune in right now, digital, whatever. But you might want to get yourself a copy, girl, because we got some pretty gaggy things coming out within the next 4 months and stuff. So you might want to get yourself a copy of this one. So you could say you was one of the original OG purchasers of Cover Magazine before we really motherfucking blew the fuck up, bitch. So I'm just saying, do what you got to do. Lock the fuck in. And if not, it's okay. Just be sure to follow us down on Instagram at Cover Bitch Magazine, bitch, right here. Follow us there and like, comment, go follow us, share our stuff, tell a friend, like our stuff, comment, tell us what you want us to talk about, tell us what you want us to try, what movies we should watch, what foods, what restaurants we should try. And this is not just a local magazine, so if you're in LA, out of LA, bitch, it don't matter where you are at, bitch, where you're located, please let us what the fuck know, bitch, because we are covering global gags and everything, bitch. So thank you very much. So yeah, what else can I say, bitch? I'm covered, bitch, and we got you covered over here on Cover Bitch Magazine. Go tune in. Thank you, baby. Hey, bitch, so what is me, the HBIC? And if you don't know me, get to know me because you know you want some of this baby Thank you. Anyways, y'all, before we get into this video, I need to do me a favor. Like, comment, share, subscribe, press the little thing so you know every time we post. Because you just never know. You just never know. Maybe today, tomorrow, maybe not. You never know. So just put your thing. Now we need to talk. I know I'm rushing through this intro, but we need to get to the tea. The girls are girling. Let me pull up all the stuff. Oh my God, y'all. So the girls are girling. So last week, Cardi B came out with "Am I the Drama?" Now, "Am I the Drama?" was we starting off with the hot topic. The hottest topic, the hottest thing going on right now is between Cardi, Nick. It's Cardi B. Let's just say Cardi B because it's between Cardi and Nicki, Cardi and Ice Spice, Cardi and JT, JT and Cardi's sister Hennessy, Cardi and possibly Lotto because now she said she fuck with Lotto, but she over here calling her pussy. Girl, let's talk about it all. So first of all, last week Cardi drops "Am I the Drama?" Now, when she dropped "Am I the Drama?" and stuff, let me close my computer because we don't need you right now, sister. We got actually close to you right now. Don't say I should have put you on the charger. Yeah. Okay. So last week Cardi B dropped "Am I the Drama?" Now, "Am I the Drama?" it was a very was for some people an anticipated way, at least in the music industry, very anticipated and waited on because of the fact that it's taken her 7 years to decide to drop an album. She's had 4 kids, 2 baby daddies, and all these things within the midst of the things, and now we are finally getting the second album. Now, no shade, this album was a good album. As the week has passed, there is some songs from the album that I play constantly or that I constantly want to listen to, like "Killing You Hoes." I don't know what it is. I love me a rap song like that that's very just like a vibey type, telling a story type, like real bitch, bad bitch type energy or whatever. So I love that song. But most of the songs on the album, unless I'm really in the mood to listen to something like "Pick It Up" the other day, I was like, I want to hear "Pick It Up." And I was like, oh, let's play that. Point is, I don't feel like the album, long term is like such a banger bop, something that you're gonna always look back at and be like, let me play this, let me play this, let me play this. So, however, the album did cause a lot of situations and it shook the table a little bit. Because first of all, the song "Magnet," she going off and she subbing JT and talking about JT and Lil Uzi and what's going on there, talking about, they sharing clothes, all this stuff. And then she got pretty and petty that she go ahead and she was subbing Bia Straight. Name 5 songs by Bia. Gun pointed at your head. I think we all just died. She had a gun and it was loaded, cocked up with the bullets and the ammo to unleash on everybody, because she's of course subliminally Ice Spice on the album, subliminally Nicki and a couple other people, whatever the case may be. So even the girl she still refused to tell us who is the girl that the girls that she was fucking with, that she was helping get put ons and that did her dirty and slept with her man Offset when they were together, her baby daddy, her husband at the time. So it's been a whole lot of. The album has definitely caused controversy and not controversy. It's caused a lot of talk, a lot of drama, a lot of spark. And the album is called "Am I the Drama?" Now we are gonna talk about the whole thing with JT and stuff, but fast forward a week later, it seems like Cardi ain't the drama. It seems like Nicki's the drama. Now I love Nicki. I love Cardi, so I just want to disclaimer before we get into this. I'm an unbiased opinion, unbiased thought, unbiased voice, unbiased person in this situation. I love Nicki. I love Cardi. Literally, I've loved both since before they blew up. I love Nicki since boss ass bitch. And I heard like a couple songs of her before that, like those what's that song that it was like I can't remember right now, but it was like a remake. She used like a classic hip hop beat and stuff, and she rapped over it. I can't remember. But Boss Ass Bitch and stuff, yes. So, but Boss Ass Bitch was what really put me onto her. So, Boss Ass Bitch, and since then I have been a ride or die Nicki fan. Period. Not ride or die like that, because I'm not a barb like that. Let me make that clear right now. I am a barb. I love the barbs. I'm an honorary barb. I have my honorary barb badge. I have my Gag City residency that I can go visit the city whenever I want. However, I do not reside there because you hoes are crazy. You hoes are crazy. So I don't reside there, bitch. Because if I even try to play any of her ops music, y'all gonna try to shoot me down. So very that. I live for both, and I also live for Cardi too. Before Cardi popped off with her first song, her first blow up was Bartier Cardi. I'm not Bartier Cardi. It was Bodak Yellow. That was the one that really made her mainstream and stuff. I was a fan of Cardi from Vine days, from little short videos on Instagram, then on Love and Hip Hop. Then when she was Cheap Ass Weave. I am a Cardi B stan girl. So I love both women down. So to see them constantly and to see that still years later we are still beefing. We know the beef never stopped. We know the beef never stopped. We know that it's kind of like, I want to say Jay-Z and Nas, but I think they at some point they had like a sit down and stuff. But for these two, it's kind of like they have kind of really created, because of them two, they created that divide in women's rap where it's like, okay, either you go, if you fuck with Cardi, you can only fuck with Cardi, and if you fuck with Nicki, you can only fuck with Nicki. You can't be in the middle. You can't flip flop. You can't, that's how they kind of make it seem. So it's, we already knew that the beef never stopped. They always had beef. It was always going to be beef with these two. But I was just hoping that, years would pass by and, because we were hearing less of their drama and stuff, that at some point they would team up and at some point they would come together. And at some point the girls would gag everybody and make a song, a joint album, or a tour, or a live show, or interview, something together to gag everybody, a sit down interview. Like, that's what you really hope. But at this point, I think it's pretty clear. Unless something drastic happens in the world and in these girls' lives, we would not be seeing that no time soon. Girl, I think we'll see a world war before we see Cardi and Nicki be on the same side again. Hello. At this point, I don't know. So Nicki just posted, like I said, we're going to do a rundown. This is an emergency hot topic, so we are literally reporting things as they going on. So we're going to be in and out. We're going to check these girls' Twitter and stuff before we really get into the things. So Nicki just posted, most streamed female artist on Spotify of all time, where Cardi didn't make the list. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 girls, and Cardi didn't even make the top 15. World child. Anyways, oh my god. Yo, Nicki. All right, I understand people say what they want. People say what they want to say about Nicki. I understand people. Is the mic on? Okay, good. I understand people say what they want to say about Nicki and all this stuff or whatever, but girl, she really be gagging the girls. I don't want to be as problematic as that. I kind of want to take the more Beyonce route in my career, where like, bitch, I pay you hoes and dust. The only time I clap back is when I'm on my live shows, really gagging the girls with a performance. It's like, oh my god, yeah, that's the only time. But girl, I don't know. I can't see the stat, but allegedly, Win Again by Nicki Minaj is number 1 right now, and it's charted. Oh, now they're taking over number 1. Damn, I'd be pissed. Well, no, Loki, no shade. Like, bitch, you done took my album and made about something this, girl. Let's get into it. So first of all, before a lot of people, because I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh my god, Nicki's this, Nicki's petty, Nicki's starting problems. Okay, let's give you a little bit of backstory. Before this album came out, Cardi has said multiple times out her mouth, and whether on live interviews, everything, she had made it a point to clear and state that when this album comes out, she is going to outsell. Now, who she could have met outsell anybody. Let's be real. And this is something I've heard like Armand Wiggins say, Tasha, a lot of people say. At the end of the day, let's be real. Cardi was bound to outsell the Glorillas, the Sexy Reds, the Megan Thee Stallion. It was that was no question. There was no question there that she was going to outsell those girls. So the only other person you could possibly allude to outselling is the one woman who is where all the girls are down here when it comes to the sales. Of course, you're gonna pass all these girls, but can you pass the girl that's up here? The judge says no. Again, I love both girls, but for the people that saying she's petty and that Nicki's petty for speaking about things, it's like facts are facts. If a bitch say you were going to outsell me, bitch, outsell me. And if you don't outsell me, you can't be mad because now I'm kicking and cackling. You've been doing subliminals. You've been trying to take shots, but not saying my name, but doing your little shade behind the scenes, all that stuff in front of the camera, all the things. You keep trying to throw shades and shots and say you gonna outsell, you gonna do this, that, and third, you gonna gag everybody, this, that, and the third. You didn't do that. You didn't hold up your end of the bargain, your end of the promise. Now you mad because I'm speaking out, baby. You said you was finna outsell. You didn't put no name to it. So if I want to come to the conclusion that you were speaking about me, because again, those other girls, you was finna outsell no matter what. We all knew that. I knew that. So you think, bitch, you finna not outsell me, and I'm not finna kiki and cackle on your time? No, I'm finna kiki and cackle on your time. And not only that, but you also kiki and cackle and coming for all my bitches. So yeah, I'm going to stay on that neck. And that's no shade. And this is why low key, like this is why seeing their battle on like Twitter right last night was kind of just like it really was giving me New York energy now. The way they were being petty, the way they were going at it, the way they were getting nasty and raw with what they were saying, it was giving the battle of the New York the New York Queen rappers. Girl, the girls were just getting nasty. It was too good. It was too good. I'm not gonna lie. I was cackling last night before I went to bed. Girl, I was cackling. So now, let's get into some of these tweets that started the whole situation. So everything had basically popped off when after the numbers came out yesterday, all that stuff or whatever the case may be, Nicki was putting out some things. She started off. She put out a post that said Barney B. She was putting out a couple obviously subliminal things. Now, for y'all who haven't kept up, sometime last week, Nicki did announce her new album that's coming out in March. Why did she do it 6 months ahead? A lot of people was questioning it. In my opinion, I don't really care for you to promote it. I mean, mention it 6 months ahead and not drop a snippet or not say you're gonna drop a single or not say I feel like if you want to announce it 6 months ahead, I'm gonna need a little bit of rollout information. Like, bitch, when's the first live show? When is the first listen? And when's this and that? Because you are that girl. And we've been waiting for you to drop for a while. Clearly, Nicki has been waiting to drop because I don't know. For some reason, it feels like a fever dream to me because I feel like I haven't seen no follow up or anybody talk about it. But it's kind of like, well, also like it's kind of like the documentary that we've been waiting on. It's never come out. But when last December she said she was finna come out with Pink Friday 2, the deluxe or the bonus tracks or whatever the case, or part 2 or side B, whatever the fuck of Pink Friday 2, never came out, never released, never dropped. In my opinion, I personally feel like what Nicki was doing, she was baiting and she was waiting. Like she said in Chun-Li at the beginning of the video when she said, "You took the bait." That's what it's giving. It's giving she was waiting for the girls to have their moment. She was waiting for Cardi to drop her album, see how the numbers did, see if she was going to outsell her or not, see if she was going to sub her or not. And now that she ain't outsell, and not only that, but now that Cardi got hers out, she's like, okay, bitch, well, let me really show you how to shake the motherfucking table. It's no shade. Cardi had a phenomenal rollout. Cardi had, for me, personally, I feel like it was a great rollout. We have lost what it means to make good music, what it means to be real good artists, what it means to have real good talent, what it means to have hunger and ambition, what it means to do all that things. A lot of times people now feel like, okay, I put my song out on TikTok, or I did this one interview, I went on this podcast, or announced it on the streamer's platform. That is going to get me where I want to go. Yes, not for everybody, stream is not important. Numbers may not be important, but at the end of the day, if you want to be involved in those type of conversations when it comes to icons or status or movement or impact, you have to consider numbers always, period. Because at the end of the day, you can sit here and say this person is this person is the biggest artist of the world. Well, the numbers don't say that, it's fine. Like if Beyonce was doing all these tours and doing all these gaggy things, but her tours weren't outselling, and when Beyonce was on tour, when the albums came out, she was not the only person or like the main topic of conversation on social media and in news and on podcasts and everything for weeks and months. And literally you scrolling down, how many times during the Cowboy Carter or the Renaissance one were you scrolling on Twitter or Instagram, and every other post was from the Beyonce concert, Blue Ivy, Beyonce, this, that, like, so at the end of the day, numbers don't lie, and that's just a fact. And I feel like that's why everybody's kind of gagging, because I feel like, and you know what is kind of also pissing me off too. What also pisses me off with this whole situation, before we get a little more into it, what pisses me off is that, yes, Nicki is problematic. Nicki says a lot of crazy shit. Nicki is kind of like the Kanye when it comes to women artists, women rappers specifically, but female artists, because at the end of the day, it's like, Kanye, the difference with Kanye is obviously he's clearly a little mental and a little crazy, but the things he be saying, he don't be lying about some things. Like when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to people faking shit, faking numbers and faking streams and all that stuff. Wait, actually, in a sense, numbers do lie. Because if you could fake numbers and streams, then who? Child. Nicki is always gonna say things that are gonna be deemed as problematic and things like that, but she doesn't lie. At the end of the day, no shade. I haven't seen anything Nicki has said in her career, in her career that has been a lie, whether it's about somebody specific or whether it's about people, persons, anything. The reason why I'm excited for this album is because we already know she's been on Rock Nation and Jay-Z's next, so bitch, we know that she's going to eat. I think she announced that she has a song called A Straw That Broke the Camel's Back that's going to be on the album, and that's supposed to be like a Jay-Z Rock Nation disc. I don't know. That's what all these news publications are saying because she had put that tweet up. I don't really know if that's the case, but we finna see in March, or if she drops it beforehand. I don't know, but I just feel like for me, it just really the way they villainize Nicki, and that's what kind of pisses me off, is that they villainize her to make her this big bad wolf, this big bad person. She's the problem. She's this. She's that. But nobody else sees what other people's doing, or nobody else reacts or speaks on the villainy or the evilness or whatever other people are doing. Like, perfect example. I know I'm jumping around all the things or whatever, but I'm trying to make sure I touch everything. So, like, perfect example. This morning, bitch, we wake up and motherfucking Cardi B is there was a leaked phone call between Cardi B and some producers or whatever. Bitch, going that motherfucker Ice Spice. Let's hear it. Oh. Bitch, Cardi and Nicki the same person. I did. They're both New York bitches, both hood bitches, both bitches who is low key about it, who definitely got mouths on them, who know how to read and check a bitch. Cardi's just a little more aggressive and a little more like I'm finna fight you. Whereas Nicki is more because she's a writer. No shade to Cardi. Well, it's not no shade. It's facts. If you look at her album, the people who the writers on her album, but she got a whole track list of writers of her album because I don't think not one song, not even think, not one song on the album that Cardi would write herself. So that's the difference. Is that Cardi's tongue game is not as lethal as Nicki's because Nicki's an actual writer. So Nicki can throw subs, throw shots, and be subliminal, but because she's able to articulate herself and tongue herself in a certain way that it's like, oh, bitch, she ate that low key, no shade. Whereas the Cardi's like she can't really read, so she takes it to aggression. But the point is, for me, is like I'm just curious to see how people are going to react to this. I'm curious to see how these podcasts and these newsroom and these radio channels are going to react to Cardi having this phone call and being aggressive towards Ice Spice or whatever and saying she's gonna be her ass and stuff. Because people deem and paint Nicki out a certain way. And yes, like I said, Nicki be saying some wild shit. Nicki be sometimes she be a little out of pocket. But at the same time, it's like this just proves to you that bitches we're one in the same low key, no shade. That's why they probably don't like each other, bitch, because we low key the same low key, except like in different ways. We just not, obviously, we don't, because Nicki don't like when you say they look alike and stuff. So we don't want to disrespect the queen. People are gonna start like seeing like, okay, well maybe the reason why Nicki does or says certain things is because Cardi knows what she's doing or Cardi has these conversations. Because if this is a leaked phone call and there's been other people who have said that they've gotten phone calls like this from Cardi B. At that point, you got to say, okay, well, they're the same bitches. One bitch keeps it off the internet, and the other bitch puts it on the internet and says it straightforward. So I don't know. But let's get into some of these tweets because the girls were girling. So like I said, she said Barney B, Barney Dangerous, Nicki that is. She said Barney Dangerous. Then out comes Cardi. She's like Cocaine Barbie, girl. Then. I'm sorry, y'all. This whole thing about her baby Gamble. So we know in that one song, Cardi was like A B C D E F G something can't fuck with me, whatever. Nicki started with her A B C D Barney and friends. She said A B C D E F G heavy T O N G U. I can't spell. She said A B C D E F G surgery to look like me. Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z we go for that party. Bitch. ABCDEFG pregnant, play with his pussy. Because, so while we're on the topic of this, so like I said, the whole situation, she called out JT and Lil Uzi and stuff. Well, JT took her to her social media took to her social media after Cardi dropped that album and dropped that song or whatever. JT go to her social media talking about that interview that Tasha K had with that boy named Chris, where Chris was alleging that Stefan Diggs drugged him and tried to put his pee-pee in his mouth. He asked for some head, and because he was denied the head from Mr. Chris, he threatened to unalive him. Now, this is rumors that's been going on for a while. It's been rumors for years. I've heard about rumors for years. We've seen it before in the media. That Stefan Diggs is a little fruitcake. That he did one that one in the pussy. Now, I don't know. I firsthand, me firsthand, I cannot speak on if I know if he's a fag or not. But what I can say is, if this is true and this is really the case, baby, no shade, Stefan, I'm gonna need you to stop. Like, let's see. Like, I know a lot of people waiting for me to get famous, to want to be friends and want to like fuck on me and stuff, like the famous people, whatever. But like, just like Stefan, like, no shade, like, we don't even have to do much, Stefan. Like, no shade, like, let's just like, you're fine as fuck. Like, what's he like? I would, the way I would, like, what? But I don't want to take nobody's baby daddy. Anyway, when the speculations were that Cardi was pregnant, I was praying to God that wasn't the case. Only reason being is because, like, I'm not a fan of, especially boss ass women, like, kind of embarrassing themselves. You know, like, you see men hop from bitch to bitch and get all these bitches pregnant. At some point, you just, you know, people don't really make much of it, and that's fine. Me personally, I'm like, ew, that's disgusting. Like, somebody like Nick Cannon with all them kids. Nick Cannon could be as fine as he was when he was younger, or get fine by the day if he wanted to, or even get, whatever. I could get richer. I could be on my face and be like, I'm not going to want to, because the fact that I'm just like, oh, you got community dick. You done fucked all these bitches that you got pregnant. So imagine the bitches you ain't get pregnant, or that aborted the baby because they wanted to avoid them situations, or the babies we don't know about. So when it comes to men, I do know there's a double standard. For me, I don't come at the girls for getting theirs. Like Lori Harvey, we know Lori Harvey is like, she's like a publicity, she's like a PR girlfriend for hire. You know, whenever something's big happening in a man's career, you know, they get with Lori Harvey, especially if you're of color. Get with Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan, Idris Damson, you know. So, like, you know, I don't come out because, bitch, you with some fine men. So, even if it is PR girl, if they digging you down, you have enjoying yourself, getting them dates, flying to Turks and Caicos with these men, girl, props to you, mama. I want to be in that contract too. Hello. But what I do feel I just get with is when boss ass women decide to hop from one ancient nigga to the next ancient nigga. You said that you had 3-4 kids with Offset, him constantly cheating on you. He cheated on you while you were pregnant with Culture. You stayed with him, y'all had a whole scene. Oh, this, that, and the third. You stayed with him, had another baby. Yeah, he cheated with you, all these strippers. You stayed with him, had another baby. Now you have problems with strippers and alleged fights in place and sending people to beat up these strippers and stuff. And now you're having another baby with him. Now you go to this man who's a football player who is allegedly DL in the closet, shaking his cock and bussy for some bussy and cock, giving girls pink cocaine on boats and yachts, and trying to get Mr. Chris to suck his cock. And you think that you went from one good nigga to another good nigga, and then for you to just sit all proud, like, again, I'm not coming out, I love Cardi, but for me, this is in general. For you as a woman to sit there so proud, like, yeah, that's my man, yeah. I get it. He's fine. He's a football player, and girl, you low-key secure that bag for the rest of your life, because no matter what happens when y'all do split up, because it will happen. And I'm not wishing for nobody's downfall. It's just facts are facts. Like, let's be real. You smart, girl, because he's a football player. He's a football player, bitch. So no matter what happens, girl, he's a football player. And when that pension kick in, even when he retire, baby, you were set for life. Even though you got your own money, bitch, you could suck and drive for every penny if you want. So hello. So you look a smart hoe, but at the same time, I just feel like when you are in a not good relationship, or when people have seen you be dumb or be embarrassed or be made the fool of in your relationships, how dare you, especially on a public level, go ahead and constantly comment on other people's relationships. Talk about the fact that Nicki's baby daddy is a sex offender, which he is. We've spoken about it before. And then you're talking about JT and Uzi sharing clothes and this and that. That's great. But why are we sitting there and we're coming at other people's relationships when, bitch, no shade, your relationship, you stood by and got pregnant by a man who cheated and embarrassed you multiple times. Girl, your first album 7 years ago had songs where you were through your phone. Be careful, where you're literally talking about this man cheating on you, you finding out that you was cheating on, and for that man to be careful with you so you don't put bleach in his stereo. I don't. It's like the cat calling the kettle black for me. I don't understand that. So that to me is just a little annoying. Now and you know, you got Cardi and JT talking about they got pictures of each other's dry pussies and stuff that they finna expose. It's a whole lot of. Then you got Cardi B coming back into the chat, you know, because yesterday they were going tick for a motherfucking tack with the tweets, bitch. It was Nicki Cardi, Nicki Cardi, Nicki Cardi, Cardi, Nicki Cardi, Nicki Cardi, back and forth. This is Cardi, A B C D E F G. Your man have to snatch pussy. Pussy tastes like honeycomb. Your bro be touching 12-year-olds. Now, I was kind of confused by this tweet because I don't know if she was talking about her pussy tastes like honeycomb or his pussy tastes, if her pussy tastes like honeycomb or Nicki's pussy tastes like honeycomb. Either way, I don't think honeycomb is a bad taste for a pussy. If your pussy tastes like honey, bitch, you have a good sweet pussy. So I don't think that was a diss, in my opinion, but sure. You know, and no shade in the Twitter wars, Nicki ate her up yesterday. Nicki ate her up down because, like, again, you're fucking with someone who's a writer. Not only that, but she's in the studio working on the album. And she even said in one of the tweets, she was like, you really chose the wrong time, bitch. You really chose to come for me and start issues with me while I'm in the motherfucking studio. Already cooking? Okay, well, you just signed yourself up. You just volunteered. You just volunteered yourself into my project, bitch. Stay tuned for March 27th. The same way you may be away a year, almost a year for you to diss her and your album. Yeah. Stay tuned for 6 months. Because in 6 months, you finna hear something nasty. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. He don't want to dig my big pussy. And if you gotta dig Stephon Diggs, girl, come on, like, wake up. Then she posted a picture of Barney B. Cardi, she does this to Nicki's brother. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Falling off the charts with a big belly, running trains, barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outstyle it. Now this was, for me, this was a little crazy. This one I was like, okay, now the girls is about to start getting dark and twisted in here. Cardi says, because and this is what, again, with the penmanship and the writing and stuff, this is how you could tell a writer and not a writer, because Nicki was able to word things that, yeah, they were nasty, vicious, but they were reads. Now this is a read that's just, I think it's a little too personal, in my opinion, but clearly at this tweet you could tell Cardi was so annoyed and irritated that she was done with the fuck shit. She said, all right, now this is the third. She said, all right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all the perks scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord, protect my babies. Girl, not the person scrambling her egg. Cardi took to her Instagram talking about because in the phone call, as you could hear, she said she's not pussy like Lotto and all that stuff. So everybody's like, damn, that's how you really feel. Cardi took to Instagram and said, look, it was the heat of the moment. I'm apologizing publicly because I'm a real bitch. But I'm also gonna get her back privately and stuff and apologize privately, basically, or whatever. I don't know if Lotto gonna take up on that offer and stuff, but in my opinion, bitch, I don't care if you angry, drunk, or what's the case. If you fuck with me, there's no need to bring my name up. Now, if she would have said, oh, she thinks she gonna try me like how she tried Lotto, I'm not that bitch. That's different. But you straight up called Lotto pussy. You straight said, bitch, I'm not pussy like Lotto. So you think Lotto's a pussy? No shit, I wouldn't be cool with you. I'll take the bag. Thank you for the bag. Thank you for the flowers. You sent me all that stuff. I'm not gonna make this a public thing because you got enough going on. You deal with all that stuff. You pregnant and stuff. I don't want you to accidentally pop that baby out because you stress all these girls got these targets on your back. You deal with that. But me and you is never gonna be cool kiki, bitch. Don't ask me to ever feature a sample or remix a song with you because, bitch, I can't trust you. You gonna smile on my face and then behind my back you gonna be on a phone calling me pussy when you know I'm beefing with a bitch at the time. Because now I'm cool with the bitch. We're making songs together. But at the time I was beefing with the bitch and you over here calling me pussy? Yeah, nah. So I don't know how Lotto gonna feel. I feel bad for her for getting that straight, throwing out whatever, but a lot of people was getting strays throughout this. Saucy Santana called a stray from JT. Motherfucking Uzi called a stray. Stephon Diggs called a stray. Nicki's family's catching strays. Everybody is catching strays in this situation, whether they're in the industry, out the industry, or related, whatever. Then you got James, the one who Nicki, Cardi. I keep confused saying Nicki and Cardi. The one James is the producer that Cardi was speaking to on the phone. That she was like, oh, I didn't wish I, whatever. So she was basically saying on Twitter, like, how dare you release that? First of all, if you're gonna release that, release the whole 11 minutes. Where Ice Spice also came in the phone call and she was talking about how she intimidated with Sexy Red and stuff or whatever, feeling type of because Sexy Red won that award over her. But James go ahead and say, "Baby, I'm not the one who put that out. And if you want to believe that, then go ahead. Let's open an investigation. Let's make this legal. Open an investigation and let's figure out what's really tea. Because I didn't leak that." Basically alluding to Scooter or whatever the fuck that nigga's name is, the one on Cardi's team, her manager, her producer, somebody in her camp that was on the phone, because it was a three-way. It was only them three. So you're basically saying you didn't do it. So my right hand did it. All I could think about is when Nicki said talking about snitches when they snitches in your camp. That's all. Then Cardi B's sister Hennessy over here keep coming at JT and stuff. They calling each other ugly back and forth. JT is dropping a diss song on Friday, and I'm waiting, ready, seated. Bitch, we might have to come up on here and listen to it together because I want to know what she gonna say, what she gonna do now. You know what will really be a gag? What I was thinking. What will really be a gag? Cardi came for all Nicki's daughters. Ice, JT, Bia, all of them. She came for all of them. I think it will be a gag if out of nowhere. Just some random Friday. This Friday, next Friday, one of these Fridays very soon. You can't drop it in December if the beef is going to be a little dead. Obviously, when your album come out, you're going to drop some more stuff over there, so that's fine. But you got to drop it soon. If they step in the studio, them four, and drop a diss track, demolishing Cardi. Now, I granted, a lot of people might be like, oh, it took 4 bitches to diss. No shame, Nicki could clear that by herself. And JT, we're going to see if she could clear that by herself on Friday. Ice, we know she can't clear that by herself. We know Bia can't clear that by herself. No shade. Cardi took that. But JT and Nicki can clear Cardi if they do what they got to do. But if they did a song together, all four of them, and Nicki was like the one fixing the pen. Change that, put that right there. Yeah. Make sure we don't want to hear poopy. Say something else. Thank you. Girl, that'll gag everybody, and that song would definitely be no more. Get a good catchy beat, a good catchy hook, bitch, and just start shading her and any other bitch I got problems with. Y'all ate that. Like, that would be gaggy, bitch. I don't know. The problem is too now, like before it was kind of like an Avengers situation, like Avengers Civil War, where you could like separate the groups. You have Nicki's team, Cardi's team, Captain America's team, Iron Man's team. You have one that's politically correct or one that's like, more mainstream because like all the publications fuck her and stuff. She get the Grammys, all that stuff or whatever. Then you got the other one that basically got blacklisted because she speaks too much truth and whatever the case may be. So they're like, you get Ice Spice, Bia, JT, Akbar, all them bitches on Nicki's side, and then you got Cardi's side, which would have been Megan and Lotto and a couple other girls. But now with all these things that Cardi probably is looking like Cardi might have to stand alone, and she might have to have a lapdog, not lapdog. Oh my god, she might have to have Hennessy come through and have her back on all this stuff. No shade. That's what it's giving. When it comes to the conversation of who is the queen of rap, let's call a spade, people. Let's stop being dumb. Let's stop being oblivious. Let's be realistic. Let's move our personal feelings aside. Nicki is the queen of rap. The numbers don't lie. She has broken boundaries. She has broken barriers. All these things the girls try to do now, she's done. There's not a lot of girls like Nicki that can do everything she's done, especially when it comes to different genres and stuff. Doja could do it, but Doja's like a rap pop girl. So, but Doja could do it because Doja's in Spanish. She does a little bit of everything. She could do it. Then you have Cardi, she could do Spanish and stuff or whatever, but Nicki is the only one who has been able to cross into any genre of music. She is the only one that's been able to make features with heavy hitter men. We have to call a spade a spade. Nicki is the queen of rap. Let's stop the conversation when it comes to that. Let's stop the argument when it comes to that. Let's stop trying to call ourselves the queen of rap. You can be a queen in rap. You can be a queen that raps, but you're not the queen of rap. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Again, I'm unbiased. I love Nicki. I love Cardi down. I love most of girls. Not all. I love most of girls. Nicki is the queen of rap, and Cardi's right there behind her. Nicki, when she came out, the reason why girls were scared to rap, or why girls kept flopping and stuff, like no shade, love Iggy Azalea, but the reason why girls like her wasn't hitting that type of status was because one, they just weren't able to, but two, I mean, they weren't able to because they weren't able to spit and write like that. But not only that, too, at the end of the day, it's like when you see somebody like that, and you're like, damn, that woman is making music that she's actually spitting. She's saying some shit. She's spitting like a nigga. Like she's making music that niggas make. She's making music that niggas like to listen to too. So I don't know if I can keep up with that. I don't know if I could come in and do that because I'm just trying to make cutesy music, or I'm trying to make a cute bad bitch music, or I'm trying to make a song that's like Little Kim style or something. But I can't do that no more because there's no space for that. You know, Nicki is that girl. She, you know. But then when Cardi comes in, and she is making songs about cheap ass weaves and bok bok get some chicken, bok bok get some hair, and all, and you know, not really, and she's having more fun with her music, and more like her, more like funsy or whatever, and not taking it too serious. And her bars aren't so. Cardi does not have lethal bars. You're not listening to a Cardi song like, oh wait, put that back. Let me hear what she said. Whereas to Nicki, till this day, there'll be songs sometimes where I'm listening to in my car, and I'm like, oh, bitch, put that line back. Because what the hell? Like, I'll be like, bitch, I caught that double entendre, but bitch is a quadruple entendre. A five-way entendre, bitch, this means like five things in one. Hold on, put it back. I got it. Nicki has that effect. Cardi doesn't, but I think Cardi coming in and showing girls you can still pop, and you can still be one of those girls, and you don't have to be like Nicki. You can be your own girl. That's what made girls like Megan pop and come out and stuff. That's what made girls like Ice Spice be able to come out and talk about poopy poopy fart fart, poopy poopy doody doody, a doopy butt. That's what, and pop and make the charts with talking about duty butts and munching ass, dirty ass. Nicki's the queen, Cardi's the princess. Yeah, they may not fuck with each other. Nicki's the queen, Cardi's the princess. Because if it wasn't for Nicki, bitches like Cardi would have never, period. Even though I know they beef, Cardi cannot sit here and lie like she wasn't bopping to Nicki, and Nicki wasn't on her playlist on repeat before she got popping and they started beefing. Same thing, like if anybody tries to say they don't fuck with Cardi, but y'all know y'all was listening to shit on repeat before whatever. We've seen videos and clips of people, producers sitting in rooms with like people like JT saying, you need to spit more like Cardi. Like something like her flow. Which is not really her flow, because no shit, she gets her songs written for. So I don't know, and that to me also takes away from the illusion of being, the top or whatever, or being called the queen or whatever. You don't make your own music. You may come to the table with an idea, but you don't make it. It's kind of like art. If I go to an artist and I'm like, I need you to paint this for me. Like, this is what I'm seeing in my head. When they create that art, and when it's done, when the piece is done, that is their art. Now, yes, yours, and maybe it have been your idea, something that you created in your head, but that is their art because they brought it to life. That is their art because they were able to take your little idea and make something beautiful and magical out of it. So that's how I feel we're like artists. If you're not writing your own shit, if you're coming to the table and you're like, okay, well, this song, I like this flow, I want to talk about this on this song. That person is writing your lyrics, writing your flow, writing your style, everything. It's not yours. So you can't, I don't know. Point is, the girls have been girling, and the girls are going to keep girling, and it's a lot. It's a whole lot. It seems like this is not stopping because Nicki's still posting. They all still posting. We got to wait to see Friday what happens with JT's song. Let's see how Cardi feels. I just hope Cardi's not stressed. Cardi, all I'm asking you is please, for the sake of having a healthy pregnancy and being, making sure that you're a healthy, safe pregnancy. Please, daughter, don't stress out. Like if any of this is bringing you stress, just remove yourself from all of it and stuff, and just not, because you cannot, you can't afford to risk your pregnancy. So think about that first before you let all this stuff anger you and you get to the point where you're blacking out and going crazy like that phone call again on live or something, because bitch, that's not good for the baby. So you don't want a premature birth. You don't want nothing bad happening to the baby. So please be smart. All right. So I do want to talk about briefly this whole Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny! Congratulations on the Super Bowl. And everybody hating, saying, oh, we don't understand. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I saw somebody earlier talking about he's a groomer, this, that, and this, because he was in drag once and he be kissing boys on stage. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all always got a problem. Last year Kendrick was performing, it was a problem. When Shakira and J-Lo shared the stage, it was a problem. Now Bad Bunny's there, it's a problem. Because everybody's saying, oh, he's only pandering to the Spanish audience. Girl, cut it. Everybody listens to Bad Bunny. And you make, just because you personally don't listen to it, don't mean the next bitch don't. Bad Bunny is one of the top artists in the world. Not America, not in Puerto Rico, not in Mexico, not in Spain. In the world. He is, I think he's top 10 right now. Yup, the top 10 artists right now currently on Spotify at least. The Weeknd, Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, Taylor Swift, Drake, Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Rihanna. Bitch, like I said, Bad Bunny is that girl. And for me, why I'm excited is because obviously we already know, for those who do tap into Bad Bunny, we know he is, and he's not an ally of the community, he's a part of the community, girl. We know he likes to dibble dabble on everything. He's open about it. He's kissing on stage. He likes dick, ass, pussy, and titties. He likes all of it. So we appreciate that. I would not be mad, and I will love if he gags everybody and has like a gay moment on stage. Whether he kisses the boy on stage, whether he brings a drag queen out on stage, whether he does whatever. I would love it, because at the end of the day, I'm tired of everybody trying to separate everything and everybody trying to make it seem like this, that, and the third. First of all, that the whole thing about gay people having an agenda and about grooming, cut it the fuck out. Y'all straight people have worse agendas than the gay people do. Bitch, let's be motherfucking real. Because from young, y'all are showing us sex scenes. We're watching straight relationships. Y'all telling young boys who's your little girlfriend. Y'all having little boys with girlfriends who are fucking 13, 14, fucking grown ass adults talking about, this is my gonna be my man when he go. This is the type of shit y'all promote. When boys lose their virginity, or when boys have their first kiss and stuff, y'all are hyping these little boys up at 7, 6, 8, 5, 10, bitch. How is the gay people grooming when gay people don't do that? Because at least me personally, as a gay person, when I'm around little kids, I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. And the only reason I feel uncomfortable is because of that thought. Because of the thought people have of the grooming and stuff like that, it makes me feel uncomfortable, because I'm like, oh my God, if I look at this kid the wrong way, they might think I'm trying to do something. Let me not look. Or let me just, because that's how people really be thinking. It makes me feel uncomfortable. That's not. It's just crazy to me to hear shit like that. It pisses me off. And all this stuff about, oh, because it's Spanish. Listen, I don't know what y'all want. It's like, no matter where y'all finna be happy. No matter where finna be happy. Whenever it's a black artist, the white people got a problem. Whenever it's a Spanish artist, the black people got a problem. But I don't understand. We need to cut it out. We need to cut it out, especially minorities, y'all. Minorities. We are all the same. They don't give a fuck about us. And by they, you know, you're talking about these people. The people that call of this. Bitch, white people, they don't give a fuck. Trumpers don't give a fuck. Republicans, they don't give a fuck about any minority. It don't matter if you're black, Spanish, Indian, Asian, fag, lesbian, trans. It don't matter what you are, bitch. They do not give a fuck about us. So why do we continue? Why do we continue to put down our brothers and sisters? Because when the tables turn, you bitches want to complain. It don't make no sense to me. He is one of the top artists in the world right now. His residency has been booming and popping and making Puerto Rico shit tons of money. The most money Puerto Rico has seen in years. Even with all the motherfucking travesties and earthquakes that happen in Puerto Rico, not even the motherfucking America gave Puerto Rico that much, not even the government gave Puerto Rico that much money that Bad Bunny is bringing, and as many jobs as he's giving people out there in Puerto Rico right now. Let's be motherfucking real. Bringing people in, having people fly in from all these places and all that stuff, or whatever the case may be, just to come see your concert, bitch. Creating an experience, and you bitches want to motherfucking complain. Leave my motherfucking man alone and let my man be great. Let my man be great. The fact that it's only September and people are so up in arms about the situation about him being in the Super Bowl, girl, yeah. The way that Super Bowl is probably going to be the most streamed Super Bowl and the most iconic Super Bowl of all time is going to gag the fuck out of everybody. Thank you. And especially with the political climate happening right now. I think it's perfect because all these ice raids, all these things or whatever, I think it's perfect as a Latino to go up there and make a statement with a cunty-ass performance. And if you do want to show some Levitical stuff, that's his bitch, let him motherfucking do it, because guess the fuck what? Guess the fuck what? Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say, but America runs on the backbones of motherfucking 3 people. America is backs is run on Latinos, black people, specifically black women, and the last one are the fags. Y'all can say what y'all want, y'all could do what y'all want, but the Levitical community, Latinos and black people are the reason the world goes motherfucking round. Latinos work everywhere. Latinos work everywhere. Latinos are hard workers. Latinos work everywhere. If it wasn't because Latinos, bitch, we wouldn't have a lot. Y'all, where y'all getting y'all food from? And I was gonna say tacos, but it's not even tacos, bitch. Y'all go into a Popeyes and it's full of motherfucking Latinos. Y'all go into a Jack in the Box, a McDonald's, an Italian restaurant. It's full of Latinos. Latinos is cleaning. Latinos is doing everything. Yeah. When it comes to motherfucking movement, trend setting, certain things or whatever the case may be, when it comes to music and things like that, hip hop or that is black. Black like that. And if it wasn't because of black people, what? And it wasn't because of black women specifically, uplifting black men and uplifting men and doing the things that black women do, baby, please. And if it wasn't for fags, no shade, a lot of these trends wouldn't be set. From fashion, from hair, y'all gotta, just because it's not mainstream and just because there's not a lot, I need to fix this because this is gonna piss me off. Well, who's doing these people's hairs? Who's getting these artists ready? Who's putting these outfits on these artists? Who's doing all these things? These are gay people. They have gay teams, gay designers, gay all that stuff. Listen, those three groups of people are what America's backbones and possibly the whole world run on. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. Y'all finna let my man be great, and we gonna see him in motherfucking February. Thank ya. Now the last thing I want to talk about, and we're gonna keep it, you know, a little brief, because if for those of you who know, if you haven't already, bitch, Cover Bitch magazine, my magazine with me and my co-creator, came out Sunday. It is digital for right now. If you want physical copies, you gotta hit me up or whatever. We can kiki about it or whatever. But yes, Cover magazine, cunty, and we really got into some things there, especially me being the fact that I am the leader of the hot topic. I am the one in charge of the hot topics, bitch. I'll be up in there talking my shit. So go over there if you want a little more detail. However, we gotta talk about this David situation. This artist named David. Listen, lock him up, put him in jail. There's no question. Why are we still questioning it? What are all these questions? What is all this constant proof and all this evidence coming out? Girl, the proof is in the pudding. He did it. He killed the girl. He killed Celeste. R.I.P. Celeste. R.I.P. Rest up, Celeste. You did not deserve that. You did not deserve to go out how you did, girl. You were just a young dumbass girl who was in love with a boy who it was clearly sick in the head. You know, he made good music, he had money, he was taking you everywhere, touring, all this stuff. You was already a girl who ran away from home multiple times for whatever reasons. I don't know what was going on in your house, but the point is he was your escape. You was the person you wanted to be around. So I get, you know, you just a little dumb. You was 14 at the time, because when they found her body, I think she was 16, 17. They found her body, she's 16 now, but when she went missing, she was 14. So that means she done had a birthday and everything, and nobody knows if she died then or if she was dead the whole time or she recently died, because there's clips coming up of the girl back in August when she was at a show or whatever. There was allegedly a girl that looked just like her standing backstage, and somebody caught on camera while he was performing on stage. Girl, I don't know what's going on I don't know what's going on, bitch. We know what's going on between the motherfucking him cleaning out between the videos of him washing out blood off shoes, between the videos of him and her on live, and she say crazy shit like oh, you're a groomer, or you like to date underage girls, and him getting uncomfortable and saying cut the camera, moderators delete that, to rumors of her possibly being pregnant with his baby, and then the police allegedly rumors. But some things, you know, some things have been real, some things have been fake. There was a whole thing talking about, you know, obviously they found her body composed and dead in a Tesla, an abandoned Tesla car, whatever, that was ticketed months ago. Whatever, that's where they found the body. Allegedly, people were smelling the smell and it was reeking, and they called the cops. They're like, bitch, what's going on? The cops came, bitch. They found the body and it was registered to David. So they're like, bitch, now whatever. So, but there was also like fake reports saying that the reason why they got attention about the car was because there was creepy music playing from the car and all this stuff, all that stuff. So there's some things have been fake, some things have been real. Like there was rumors going around that the cops found baby remains on in his where he was staying, the Airbnb or wherever the rental space he was staying at while he was out here in LA. I don't know. But what we do know is he canceled all his motherfucking tours stops around the US. He's no longer on tour no more, but he canceled the show in LA, he canceled all that stuff. We don't know what's going on. If you look at this boy's music videos, first of all, he has a song called Celeste. All the bitches are talking about, oh, that's another girl he was dating called Celeste. Y'all stupid, bitch. No, you're stupid. You're telling me a young girl that he was dating and with, because we saw visually on videos and cameras when before she died and stuff, when they were actually together, though they never confirmed them being in a relationship, they were hugged up and kissed up almost every motherfucking video I saw them together in, bitch. They were together. And then you dropped a song called Celeste, talking about how much you miss her and why you, all these things, and how you wish she did all these dark things. And then you got songs talking about killing and stuff. Then you had a rollout for your project before you came out with the project, talking about blood and how blood and death is death and blood is what creates art. Girl, this boy was sick in the motherfucking head. He was sick up here. And what it really is giving is, I was seeing some things that I, like, you know how people have the conspiracy and stuff. And honestly, I don't believe in the conspiracy. Some people were saying that, you know, that this was his purpose. His purpose, this is what he wanted. He wanted to people to find that body. That's why he placed it where he did. That's why he left it where he did. He wanted people to find the body. He wanted to get famous. He wanted to be famous for being a killer or whatever the case might be, like that, or use this as a publicity stunt to blow him up and get him into the next level of his life and his career. That is insane to me. If it is true though, it's dark and I don't agree with it at all. But if it's true though, low-key, mission accomplished. Because I wouldn't have known who David was, and I don't think anybody would have really been talking about him. No mainstream fabrications or nothing would have been talking about him unless he was really, really popping like that. But people really talking about him because of this whole death situation. So if that was his whole rollout and plan, girl, you low-key ate that no shade. Because almost everybody talking about him. Now it's starting to slow down. People not talking about him so much, but almost everybody talking about him. So I don't know. I think the situation is crazy. I think the situation is insane. I think he's insane. He is crazy. I don't care whether he planned it out like that, whether he didn't plan it like that, whatever the case may be. You were dating a minor because you are 20 years old, and if she was 14 when she went missing, which means if she was 14 when she went missing and y'all was seen on live and all that things prior, y'all probably was fucking around for some years. So you probably was fucking around with shorty since she was 12, and you was probably, what, 16? Now that's fine, I get it, you know, that's a little, but to me, even then, it's like, bitch, 16, 12, wait, what? 12, bitch, you did. I get a lot of 12-year-olds lose their virginity and stuff, but bitch, at 12, you better date a 12, 13, 14-year-old. What the fuck you mean dating a 16-year-old? 16, you should be dating up. You should be dating 17, 18, 19, because, bitch, you're in high school about to go to motherfucking college. That hoe was just got out of motherfucking the 5th grade going into the middle school or in middle school, girl. What are you talking about? That bitch barely know how to wipe her pussy on her ass. You don't either. I don't understand that situation. I don't understand the whole thing or whatever. And it just is dark as fuck to me. In my opinion, bitch, there's no questions, there's no nothing. The evidence, the proof, the little bit of videos, the music, the everything is enough motherfucking proof. LAPD, if y'all the ones on this case or whoever the fuck is on the case, PD, the government, lock that nigga up. Send that nigga to jail. Matter of fact, put that nigga under the jail. Solitary confinement. Nigga, you are crazy. You are insane and you are disgusted. And the fact that you are using death, blood, and darkness like that as art, like, I get it. I know a lot of people be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing God in your videos. You shouldn't be doing devil in the video. Oh my God, they're selling their souls. No. I believe that anything in life can be made art. You can use your traumas and make it art. You can use you can make a song or have a rollout of a project that is gospel heavy or like spiritually heavy or whatever, and you're not distastefully showcasing God. You're not distastefully showcasing God, and you could do things with the devil where you're not distastefully like leaning so much into the devil and the Illuminati, where you're like, okay, well, I'm so dark, I'm so red, please Illuminati recruit me. There's ways to do things and it takes away, especially when you're an artist, when you're creative. Sometimes you're based off your moods. Some days your moods are great and light. So some of your projects and what you put out there is going to be full of light, full of greatness. You know, when you put out art or when you put out a song, it might be a little more light and the videos might be a little more colorful. But when you're having darker days, you might have a more gory or more like dark aesthetic when it comes to like your rollout, but it's still like have some type of taste and class to it. What that boy was doing was dark, is disgusting. That man needs to be up under the motherfucking jail. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing, bitch. If I hear that this man is innocent, at this point, I'm just going to start committing crimes. At this point, I'm gonna just start robbing banks and doing shit because you got someone like Trump's fraudulent rapist, lying motherfucking problematic drama queen, fucking racist, homophobic, women hating ass up in the motherfucking office as president again after all the motherfucking 30-something accounts of motherfucking felonies as motherfucking president running the country, running us into the ground. And then you got motherfucking artists like this, whether they talented singers or not, motherfucking doing dark shit like that, and y'all saying that they, girl, at this point, I'm about to motherfucking start committing crimes. Because if crimes and being bad and evil and drama and negativity is the only way people is going to pop in this motherfucking world, is the only way you get number one, is the only way you motherfucking get some type of recognition, bitch, and I'm about to start being a messy ass, nasty, negative, Nancy ass bitch. Let me sleep with somebody by mistake and leak the mixtape. Let me accidentally kill somebody and leave them composed in my motherfucking car and do something infamous like that, and do some motherfucking Joker signs and some riddles so people can solve the motherfucking mystery. They could come find me and be like, hey, I was just trying to get famous. Let me get up on a motherfucking interview like that man did the other day on that motherfucking interview for a fucking game show and get an interview by them people talking about how I killed my motherfucking parents and my mom watched me kill my dad and then I killed her a couple hours later after they were both knocked unconscious on the floor. Bro, let me start doing some of the things y'all do because clearly what I'm doing ain't working. Being a real talent, being a real bitch who's busting her ass and doing these things and trying to put effort in her shit ain't working. So let me be messy, dramatic, and do shit I shouldn't be doing against my morals. Let me dip my toe into the dark arts and the dark matter of the world. Hello, because that seems to be the only way that true girls are getting up there. Whether you're talented or no talented, fake shit, dark shit. Bitch, we're faking pranks. We're all these streamers with their fake ass motherfucking reactions and fake overly produced ass situations. Like, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Where's the real talent? Where's the real stars? Where's the goodness? Where's all that? Girl, I'll tell you, when I motherfucking get famous, people are going to gag so bad because I'm going to shake that motherfucking table so motherfucking bad. Not only because of my creativity and because I'm actually talented and because I actually got the gift of gab, but also because of the fact that, bitch, I'm just that motherfucking girl. Hello? And I did it different. And not only that, but I am different. People are going to be like, well, how the fuck all the straight people fuck with this fag? Because I'm a fag for everybody. How the fuck he's reaching to this community? How the fuck is he mainstream? How the fuck is he doing things all the other people ain't do? Because these people ain't on my level, no shade. I get it. I may not be nobody right now to y'all or to most people or to the world in the GP. Bitch, but when I do pop, everybody gonna finna motherfucking gag. Cause like I said, bitch, there's something for everybody here. Bitch, we got hot talk, we got KOD, we got cover, we got this, that, and that. We got everything over here. Bitch, I'm the jack of all motherfucking trades, bitch. And I like to jack all the trade. Hello, somebody. Can we get into the things? Girl, I look a goddamn mess. I rushed home. I had a busy ass motherfucking day, meetings up the wazoo, work up the motherfucking wazoo, bitch. I'm motherfucking tired, bitch. Now I'm trying to do laundry. I'm trying to do a lot of things at once. I had to rush the fuck here because y'all. So after we wrapped up yesterday's recording, we was ready to edit. We was ready to put up the video, and guess who was going at it? Yeah. Nicki and Cardi are girl, y'all. The girls are still going at it. The girls are going at it as we speak. Well, I think they simmered down over the past hour. Bitch, over the past 24 hours, these bitches back and forth have been going at it, girl. Girl, and I'm gagging. There was a line, and these hoes passed it so bad. No shade. I get it, we adults. We mature, we don't want to go to jail. We you know, were they rich? We all, you know, well, we rich. Yeah. We rich. So because we rich and stuff and all this stuff, we don't want to risk our life. Bitch, fuck all that. No shade. Y'all are doing too. Y'all are going below the belt and cutting deep in each other's motherfucking skin. Y'all need to fight. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to shoot the 30, bitch. Y'all need to shoot the motherfucking 30. I'm tired of hearing this back and forth. I'm tired of this subliminal, bitch. I want both these bitches to be put in a motherfucking boxing ring, no gloves, and let these hoes fight it out. Let Cardi pop that baby out. Cardi, get this baby out of your pussy. Recover, and before you go on that motherfucking tour, I'm gonna need to see you bitches in the motherfucking ring. Cause at this point, I'm tired of it. You bitches, what? I forgot to put on the mic. Hold on. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I started without the mic. I was just too excited. I'm too excited. Girl, there's too much going on. Cardi still at it with Nicki. Santana is over here getting that JT. Girl, everybody is fighting. Everybody's fighting. These girls got the whole industry. Everybody shook it. And girl, lawsuits and exposures and too much is going on. So, in my opinion, we need to put these two hoes in the motherfucking ring. They need to fight it out. They need to fight it out. It's too much at this point. They're doing the disrespect is crazy. I don't see it. And the crazy thing is how I always be hoping that just one day these two women will come together and do something. You know, and I'm hoping, you know, in my opinion, I think it's gonna take a bitch like me to step in the motherfucking scene and make it happen. I feel like I'm confident in my ability. It's not gonna happen no time soon. It's gonna have to be like 10 years down the line because these two bitches, it's given they're gonna have beef forever. But in 10 years, Nicki will be almost 60 because she's 40 now, or she's 39 or 42. Well, she be in her 50s, and Cardi will be in her 40s. You know, Cardi wouldn't have all her 7 kids because at this point, look like she might have a couple more. Nicki, I don't know if she's gonna get Papa Bear a sibling, but she definitely won't be with Candace no more. What happened? Anyways, but the point is, the two ladies will be in a different space in their life, so maybe we'll be able to make that happen in the future or whatever. You know, when I'm Papa, I got my show sister, bring them on my shows, bitch, and we gonna have a kiki. But at this point, what needs to happen right now, these bitches need to get up in the motherfucking boxing ring. I don't want to hear it, bitch. I had to motherfucking stop. This video is supposed to be up today. Well, this video will probably be up tomorrow. Let's talk about last night. I think the last time I left y'all off, we was talking about Barney B, all this stuff, right? So last night, girl. So basically, Nicki was saying that Cardi was the one that leaked the own thing, and she trying to point fingers at everybody else, but it's giving she the one that leaked or whatever. Everybody. When I tell you, she is talking about everybody. So yesterday, she puts a post. She's like culture because the night before, when they were having a little scuffle or whatever, Cardi in a tweet that she deleted, she had sat there and said basically like she has some dirt on, like she basically was saying like she don't want like for Nicki not to do too much because she got receipts unless she want her to bring up her kid or something like that. Basically saying like she had receipts on like something wrong with her kid or something like that. Nicki, that did not say kindly with Nicki. When I tell you that hit her in her motherfucking course, she said, bitch, what the fuck you mean you got receipts on my son? What the fuck you mean? What you know about me and my kid over here, bitch? So she go ahead and she start posting. She's like, culture. No, she put culture vulture. And it was kind of like a double entendre because it's like, okay, Cardi's a culture vulture, but then at the same time, it's also, you know, her daughter's name is Culture. So then she, you know, they keep going back and forth saying that they each other do coke and all this stuff or whatever. Then Nicki gonna go ahead and say culture or roach and a monkey like your sister. Now, Nicki. Now, okay, for a lot of people, y'all are probably thinking that she's calling her daughter ugly or roach and a monkey. And that's what she's saying. Basically, it's like, okay, so I don't know if y'all remember when she had Queen Radio, how she was talking about how Cardi was exposed for referring to black women as roaches and monkeys or whatever. So basically, she basically is using Cardi's words against her and basically like Cardi's own words against her. And she's like, okay, bitch, well, you call black people roaches and monkeys. So, and you have black kids. So that means your kids are roaches and monkeys. Because that's what you said out your mouth. You said black people are roaches and monkeys. So that's what she said. And we're going to keep reading her tweets first, and then we're going to get over to some of these other ones. So she goes, Barney Dangerous, Bodega Barney, what up? Your sister can get the chest caved in if you're pregnant with another monkey or roach right now. Girl, it had got so bad yesterday. Cardi was coming with it too, because Cardi was not being quiet. Cardi goes ahead, and she basically put a tweet up stating that, you know, Nicki's baby slow. Like, because of all the drugs that Nicki was doing and stuff like that, that baby don't know how to read. That baby's favorite color is 5. That's when Cardi said her mouth. So she basically saying like, bitch, like that's the receipt on your kid, bitch. Like you over here so focused on everybody else's care, everybody else's situation, bitch. Focus in on your motherfucking house. It's your son's birthday, bitch. Focus on your kid. It's your son's birthday. Why are you so focused on beef? Stay with your kid, take care of your kid, and focus on him learning how to motherfucking read and write because he's almost 5 and he pushes 5 and bitch don't know how to read or write. That's what she said. So when I tell you they were cutting deep to the point where Cardi was talking about Nicki Minaj's father growing up was molesting her and all this stuff, and that's why Nicki's so fucked up in the head. And you know the reason why she always did that in the third is because her mom always neglected the fact that she was being abused and stuff like that, whatever. And girl, it was getting dark. Like the girls were both airing each other out. Cardi was coming at Nicki's personal you know, traumas and stuff, talking about she's schizophrenic, she do drugs, all this stuff, and because all the drugs that she was on during her pregnancy, she done coked out and motherfucking Percocet out her motherfucking pussy, and her organs in her pussy. Now her son can't read or write because he's slow because of the drugs that she was doing while she's pregnant. So then she was also saying, Cardi was also saying to Nicki that, bitch, you so motherfucking pressed here, but girl, ain't you the one that you so pressed, you so pressed, you so pressed. You ain't got no friends, you ain't got no family around you. The only person you got around you is your man, and you're the same man that lets you be high as hell on all these drugs, so he can take that credit card and go max out that motherfucking limits. The girls are saying a lot of things. The girls are saying a lot of things. A lot of things that Cardi was posting. She was saying not allegedly. She's saying, bitch, it's not alleged. It's facts. And whatever. So that's when Nicki was like, bitch, I'm finna sue because bitch, what the fuck you mean? It's not alleged. So you're defamating my character, bitch. So yeah. So Nicki said, bitch, pull what's tea? Like, bitch, I'm in New York too. What's up? So Cardi said, bitch, drop the addy. So these bitches are back and forth last night on Twitter talking about drop the addy, drop the addy, drop the addy, did that. Girl, going the fuck at it, girl. Like, so I don't know. They just kept going back and forth last night. Nothing happened last night, of course, though, because obviously, we woke up and, it's nothing. You know what I was thinking would have been gaggy before they got really deep cutting? I was like, okay, maybe, because her album came out and my drama and stuff, these bitches are smart. Maybe it would have really been cunty. And I know it's far past that at this point, so it's not going to happen. But it would have been really cunt if they started off like, arguing online or whatever, just to get people talking about Nicki and Cardi or whatever. And then I don't know where in a couple weeks, in like October or something, drop a motherfucking single together and announce that they're making a mixed project going into the new year before Nicki's new album and stuff. Right after Cardi's, kind of like a doo-doo. Like, you had Cardi, then you had the mix, and then you had the Nicki or whatever. Girl, we wake up to motherfucking, oh my God, girl. Oh my God. Love Nicki, but like, girl, come on, baby. Sometimes you need, like, relax, babe. Like, just sleep. Just sleep a little bit, babe. So she go ahead. She wake up this morning on her bullshit, bitch. She instantly talking about, she on shit with Jay-Z. She called out everybody. She said, bitch, Gil King, you're done. Oprah, Jay-Z, TMT, everybody, you're done. Then she even said something about the Breakfast Club, because the Breakfast Club go up on their show this morning and they was talking or whatever. And what I don't like, the only thing I don't like is, again, and I said this earlier yesterday earlier in the video, but is that I understand that, yes, Nicki be wrong and she be out of pocket for the shit she be saying. I'm not justifying what she said. I'm not a barb that's gonna go 110% behind shit I don't stand behind. I don't stand behind talking about people's kids. But if somebody bring up somebody's kids, I don't care who brought up the kid first. But once one of y'all brought up the kids, bitch, now all bets are motherfucking off, bitch. I'm going to hell. Bitch, I'm going to hell and motherfucking back in the reads of everything, bitch, until I see you, because I'm going to push, poke, and provoke to get you to motherfucking pull up so we can fight. Because you don't disrespect me so much, yeah. Now I'm going to say shit to get under your motherfucking skin so you could drop the addy, we can meet the fuck up and we can fight. Now, I was thinking about to myself, would I ever be in that situation? I say no, because honestly, I'm too mature for that shit. And honestly, like, I just feel like I understand why they beefing and stuff, or like, but I just feel like y'all are letting it, y'all losing the plot, low key, no shade. Like, I get it being rap beef. We live for this. It's good drama. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's been entertained. Everybody has been. Nobody can say they haven't been entertained, even if they're not into it or not like enjoying what's going on. Everybody has some capacity is paying attention because or knows about what's going on because it's just everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. This beef never motherfucking ends, and it's low key motherfucking tired. Like, I'm just like, girl, I don't know. So they wake up this morning. Nicki's on her shit. She calling out everybody. She's talking about how Jay-Z was mad and jealous of Nas and the song she had with him and all these things. Then she started going at Cardi. You're fucking a DL man raw and got pregnant with another monkey. You said, oh well, he all our baby daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you. Your pussy on yuck. Hubby told P years ago how ugly you look, always swollen and botched in the face from surgery. So guess what? Zoo, take my money. Yes, Zaddy, ow. It's both our money now, Zaddy. This bitch is a motherfucking key. She is low-key crazy. Like, she is low-key crazy. Like, we can't even say she's hot. That bitch is, Nicki is crazy. She's off her rockers. I don't know if it's the drugs, if she has some pills she should be on. Sometimes it's just the way she goes about things. I just feel like it's a little too much. And I do feel like she's not wrong for calling out all these people. She's not wrong for clocking teeth. She's not wrong for speaking up. It's like how Monique stay on Tyler Perry and Oprah's neck. You at the end have to do that. You have to read these people because the industry's shady. A lot of shit happens, and at the end it's obvious. Nicki is, yes, I feel like a lot of people say she sounds bitter or all these things like that, but at the end of the day, how can you not be a little mad and irritated when you put your life and your dedication into a craft, into a career, and You put your life and dedication into a craft and a career, and don't you don't see the you don't reap the benefits of your time and hard work and dedication. You see other girls that come in after you, or other people coming after you that have done way less, and they win Grammys and VMAs and all these things, but you haven't won a Grammy, you haven't gotten certain awards or whatever, you don't get certain accolades or certain like your the accolades you achieve are overseen or overlooked and overshadowed by others' accolades because they want to kind of be like, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of hard because I feel where she's coming from. I would be pissed too. I would go about things different. In my opinion, with the whole Jay-Z thing, reading them or whatever, and that whole all those darkness and that, bitch, you do what you gotta do. But in my opinion, I still feel like it's a little too much. Bitch, you should have said what you had to say. Go on, come back on Queen Radio. Say it on, get a long ass Queen Radio. Get everything off your chest. Do an interview. Get everything off your chest. Do something, and then head on a lawsuit or something instead of motherfucking doing this, back and forth. Now, if you're doing it because you're trying to let it be heard, again, it's a better way than doing it on Twitter, where it kind of seems like, just for me, it just seems a little corny. I want to see your face. I want to hear the energy. Bitch, get on the song, get on the radio, get on the podcast, get on sit in the interview, do something and sit and really shake the table. Because Twitter kind of makes you look like, again, I feel like it's like with messages. When you text somebody, you could say something and you could say that shit on so calm, but they take it like, oh, what the fuck? Why are you talking to me like that? Because you can misinterpret things when it's not, or in person, over the phone, whatever the case may be. So if you sit in an interview or you go on Queen Radio and you discuss how you feel and you say whatever, or you spill the tea or whatever, bitch, I feel like it'll make more movement and make more thing, because not only are you doing it the right way, not only are you doing it in a more classy way, but you're doing it in a way that will probably make a little more impact. Because right now, with tweeting a million tweets, it just seems like you're being a troll, like you just, whatever the case may be, rather than doing a special or doing an interview or getting on Queen Radio and speaking a story every episode if you wanted to. I'd prefer that than you going tweets by the minute, subbing, not even subbing, directly saying things about these people and coming at them. And especially being at your album is 6 months away. Hello? Your album is 6 months away. Again, mother, I love you. Bitch, down. But sometimes we gotta clock here and we gotta be real. And I know at some point when I get famous and I sit down with Nicki, or I make a song with you, girl, or somebody gonna try to pull up a chunk of this clip or anything and be like, oh, no, bitch, show the full clip. I've been a Nicki girl for years. I stand by Nicki all the motherfucking time. But right is right and wrong is motherfucking wrong. And as a bitch who is a queen, or who is this, or not even, I'm not gonna say self-proclaimed clean, because she's the queen of rap, but as somebody who has had a whole queen era and all this stuff, bitch, hold yourself like a motherfucking queen. Hold yourself like a boss-ass motherfucking bitch. You could have came out, you could have been a little subliminal and stuff until bitches said something. You could have said one thing, like I said, a whole little radio session, whatever, got everything off your chest. Let that shit alone. Maybe you drop one little single from the album in a couple weeks or a month or so. And then you drop another one a month after that. You drop some features, or you do some freestyles, how you usually do before your albums come out and stuff. Like, like do something, like a different, classier way to go about things instead of making it so messy. Because now it's like you're doing all this stuff, causing all this controversy, shaking all the table and stuff. But it's like at the same time, it's like, bitch, we're not gonna hear from you for another 6 months in your album. So right now, all the talking we're gonna hear is on Twitter. We're not hearing it in your craft. So when your album come out, yeah, people gonna want to listen to it, but at that point, it's gonna be 6 months later. Now you're gonna re-spark and reignite all the things that died down 6 months ago. And then people gonna be like, oh, she's talking about old things. She's tired. You're gonna give people a more reason to not like it, because like, damn, she's coming back and she's doing all this stuff. When you could have just sat there and you just could have did it a different way. I had a more classier and a cuter approach that and held yourself out until March. Oh, bitch, it's not like you had to have the album in your motherfucking files for a minute. Yeah, you probably added some songs to the track over. I mean, some tracks to the motherfucking album or whatever right now to fulfill it and make it more whole and make it more current and do your sub and directs and eat the girls and boys up or whatever. Everybody up, you gotta eat up. But you could have done half the album or something. Girl, hello? However, I do want to agree with her with the whole fucking Adele, man, raw. Because I mean, well, all the girls do it. I mean, that's why everybody catches STDs and STIs at some point because, you know, everybody's fucking everybody. Why do you think I stay away from the streets and the man, girl? I'm celibate as fuck, girl. I ain't trust no motherfucking man, bitch. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't need none of that dick, yeah. You can keep your dirty dick over there, your faggy DL dick over there. I don't want none of it because you gonna go over there, you gonna fuck that bitch, you gonna come back and you gonna think you gonna be there around me and tell me how much you want me, you love me, all this stuff, but you gonna go back tell that bitch you love her, then you gonna fall for another piece of pussy or pussy about him. Bye. You're tweaking. We don't play that over here. Man, stay the fuck away from me. If you're not trying to put a ring on my motherfucking finger, really trying to marry me and take shit to the next level, it's not happening. When I tell you I'm so, bitch, I'm not. I don't even want to kiss a motherfucker unless I know he's motherfucking serious. I don't want to touch a motherfucker unless he acts. Bitch, I'm not having sex until I have a boyfriend. Yeah. Ain't no fucking sucking or nothing until I got a man. Period. Because I'm tired of all this motherfucking, the games men play, the traumas, the everything. It's too much, girl. Nobody got time for none of that. So, please. I'm not saying Cardi knew it, didn't know that he was a deal man, but I just kind of feel like, girl, you sure know how to pick them. And that's why I kind of feel bad because we all know this relationship ain't gonna last. Because at the end of the day, once a deal man, always a deal man. And the deal man is, well, I humbly and surely believe that a deal man will always, especially if he decides to settle for, he decides to be with the girl or create a family with a woman or whatever, and really try to lock in or whatever, a deal man is always gonna be a fag. Because and he's always gonna be a cheater. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna be with you and stick around you. And yeah, he may not fucking other bitches. Because he's not digging in pussy. But he definitely digging in pussy. So he's still cheating. He may not be fucking the girls. But he definitely fucking the girls. So I don't know, child, but Nicki said what she said. I don't disagree with that. And she just kept going out. She was calling out Al Brands, Cortez Bryant, Sean G, Gene Nelson, everybody. Bitch, when I tell you everybody. And then she go ahead and she said, bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I've been laughing so hard for 24 hours straight. Who the fuck gonna bring this energy? Like good tight hoe Onika. Onikwa. Not Onika, Onikwa. They gotta move around once the queen is what? And you know what I can say is she definitely shook the shit the fuck up. She definitely got shit motherfucking moving and people motherfucking shaking in their motherfucking moves. She got all the girls beefing. She got everybody speaking out against bitches they got beef with now. She got people calling other people out because she spoke up. And now because people taking sides, you seen the people, you know, starting. It's like the Avengers. It's like I said yesterday, the Avengers. It's a domino effect, bitch. One person go do, the next person go, and they just all fall, bitch. So in my opinion, she eat that the fuck up, bitch. Because no shade, she got the internet. Everybody motherfucking talking. She got everybody's name trending. She got everybody motherfucking popping and being paid attention to. Everybody's making money off this. At the end of the day, when people listen, that things like this, beefs like this, at the end of the day, when you got, we live in a world that drama motherfucking sells. Drama, beefs, all that stuff is what motherfucking makes money. These people are gonna be going live and on the TikToks and stuff, and they finna make money. People are doing their interviews or people doing their YouTubes or going live on TikToks or streaming or whatever the case may be. They're going viral. They're going to get paid, you know, all because of beefs like this. People eat from shit like this, and it's sad to say, but it's true, girl. So you know what? After this, she shook that up, and not only that, but also, you know, she kind of, you know, has gave Cardi a little clout out there with her song because that whole ABC to EFG moment that they was having the night before, all these motherfucking mainstream places were doing like ABC to EFG. What's your favorite this? Like, bitch, all because of only girl, they using your Cardi's lyrics because girl. Because when the Cardi did it on her motherfucking song, nobody was living. Because a lot of people were like, okay, either you're trying to joke about the fact that everybody says you ABCD 1 2 3 your bars all the time, or you really thought you ate with those bars. But then Nicki did it, and everybody thinks it's cool. So, so she was like, "Dear Onika, this is the last time I'm responding to you because this past Twitter now, I gotta see you. Yeah, y'all gotta see each other. And whoever ducked the fade, no shade. I don't care what nobody says. Listen. I'm not saying it's pussy, but I'm definitely saying y'all then shut the fuck up. Whoever ducked the fade, I don't want to hear you talking no more. Once Cardi popped that baby, if y'all bitches gotta go outside and step outside in the streets, do what the fuck y'all gotta do. But if Cardi ducked the fade or Nicki ducked the fade, whoever ducked the fucking fade, bitch, you're pussy. And if y'all don't want to fight each other, make y'all fucking lapdogs fight for each other. Put Hennessy against Ra. Hello, Ra. Well, Ra is definitely gonna eat up. Well, Yeah, Rob's definitely gonna eat Hennessy up. But the point is, put them bitches against each other, or put two of your fags against each other. Put somebody against each other, bitch. Cause I'm tired of you, but bitch, pick a player. Pick a fucking player. This was gay. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet. And that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe. I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not gonna help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'm gonna let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do the drugs all day to numb you so he can max out your credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know? Them queen niggas that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm gonna be the realest person to ever tell you, you need to get help. You need to heal that trauma. You always come at people every time you see them happy because you got so much trauma and pain that you want to put on others. Your fans are gonna gas you up while you literally lose your goddamn mind. You don't have no friends, no family, just that man in your house that let you do drugs so you pass out so he can spend your money and buy the hood chains. I'm not throwing away my career, my endorsements, going back and forth with words, with wit words. What? With words with a possessed drug addict. Okay, we don't understand what she said. I'll see you when I see you. Cardi said she was gonna leave it at that. But she didn't leave it at that because Nicki kept going. So because Nicki kept going, Cardi kept going too. When this the problem when y'all are two bitches from the same gang but different hoods. Bitch, words get the fuck around. So don't say, I don't doubt that whole thing that people be in Nicki's house and they go back and say spill shit in the hood or whatever just because of that. Bitch, y'all both jacked the same thing or whatever. And Nicki said in her post the day before, she was like, bitch, the only reason everybody knows your dirt and stuff, I know all your dirt is because all them niggas that you be fucking with in your hood or whatever they did. Bitch, I hold the higher ranking in your gang. How I hold the higher ranking in your gang. Hello. But the one I really gagged was when she said, quiet as it's kept. Oh my God. Quiet as it's kept. Truth is, you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years, and you also had a heavy drugs, cocaine, perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that has that power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with the Amex when you sedated. Girl. Bitch, this is too much. The girls are just, they're doing a lot. Then Santana's over here calling JT ugly and stuff and reading JT down because all these things, because JT got her this coming on Friday and she finna sub everybody. Matter of fact, tomorrow's Friday. Oh, no, it's Wednesday. Fuck. We have 2 days left. All the girls date fags. What's going on? We got everybody dating fags. The Cardi with a DL. JT with a bottom. Girl, this is too much. Y'all, at this point, this is day 3 coverage. I'm getting home with my groceries, sitting my pretty ass down to make my dinner, throw off my stuff, whatever, bitch. I just kept my little tank top on, my little pooty shorts on. Cook my motherfucking dinner, make a homemade pizza, some scram salad, really just eat good tonight. Eat good. I'm trying to, I'm just cooking so I can finish uploading, editing, do what I have to do. And here we go with more motherfucking shit. So, old girl dropped to this record and let's listen to it before I even say something. We're not gonna listen to the whole thing. We're just gonna listen to some parts. Yeah. What? Now, okay. Real question. It's been rumors for years. Everybody says it every time, from the streets to the people outside. Cardi, you have VD. Please answer me this question, sister, cousin, auntie, girl. Do you have VD? Matter of fact, you don't have to tell us. You don't have to disclose to us your illnesses and sicknesses and stuff. But you know what? At some point, you gotta address: do you have VD or not? You gotta tell the girls, yeah, maybe once you had it or something, girl. Because everybody from the streets to the girls, everybody said you got VD. Let me put on my hat because my hair's a mess. Because I refuse to be up here looking a goddamn mess. Over how you gonna read people when you over here looking a mess? This look a little better anyway. So, anyways. Against the queen. Who the fuck told your ugly ass to go against me? Lame hoe, pregnant by a nigga who suck dick, got the game, so. No, no. 18! Why would you say that? Oh my god. Oh my god, leave this man alone. Let him breathe. Let him breathe. Why are you outing this man? Old face Cardi, who the fuck is this creature? Oh! Why ain't nobody tell me that they did a whole funeral for Nicki Minaj's career in 2017? Girl, wait, what? Stefan, I want to know how Stefan feel. Can we hear Stefan talk about it? Because I need to hear how Stefan feel. Like, how does Stefan feel about these girls? Not only talking about his sexuality, but and talking about how he like taking the second dick about, but also talking about him out mugging Cardi, all this stuff. Like, no shade. They saying, girl, you giving more cunt than Cardi, and that's no shade. I can't. Is it safe? Is it safe, y'all? Okay, this is the bop as far as like, bitch. It made me want to shake, girl. It made me want to shake. Hey. And is it the best track? This track record of all time? No. But what she did, this is the real gag, and this is why I'm feeling gag. We already knew low key JT was gonna come and she was gonna spit some shit. Here's in line the problem, and here's where it's kind of like Cardi don't write. And that's no shame. We already discussed. I love JT too, so let's add that in there. Cardi don't write. So is she gonna respond to JT? If so, will it be on Twitter, on live, in an interview, or is she finna go in this? Is she gonna make us wait 7 years for another album, or is she gonna call her ghostwriter to come? I mean, is she gonna call one of her writers to come over and write her? I don't know. At this point, I don't want to see the girls, do the yapping on Twitter. I want to see this. See, JT, that's what the fuck you do, bitch. You motherfucking, we don't got time to motherfucking go back and forth with you hoes. Bitch, we are rap girls. We're going to step in the motherfucking stool. Bitch, I'm not going outside talking about where you at, I'm finna fight you. Bitch, that's ghetto. We rich, bitch. We got money. We got money, bitch. We rich. Okay? We ain't got no motherfucking time to be over here, fighting in the motherfucking streets, having our hood niggas, our gangs going against each other, girl. It's civil war in the gang because we both from the same gang. We don't got time for that. Bitch, step in the motherfucking stool. Pick up a motherfucking pen and get the fuck up in the motherfucking stool and talk that motherfucking shit. That's what the fuck I like. And this is why JT is that motherfucker, is that girl. She is that girl. This is what the fuck I want to hear. If you gotta get up in the stool and talk about motherfucker how somebody's kid's favorite color is number 5. If you gotta go up in the motherfucking stool talk about how somebody's kid is a roach and a motherfucking monkey. If you gotta motherfucking go in the stool talk about how somebody's baby daddy is sucking dick and cock after the football games with sweaty balls and all that stuff in the locker room, then get up in the stool and do that. We don't want to hear you on Twitter. We don't want to hear you on live. We don't want that. We don't want it. We want this. And then you go on live, and then you go on the Breakfast Club, or then you go on all these interviews, and you pop that shit. We don't want to see it. We want to hear it. Hello? Now Cardi reposted a post that said, tell her make it hit. She in the stew just wasting time. Now Cardi posting, way too easy, LMAO, Alexa play Magnet. By Cardi B. In my opinion, I don't think this is a hit. I don't think this is a song that's going to make number 1. I don't think this song is going to, and if it does make the charts, I don't think it'll stay up there long. It's not a hit record. It's not a hit song. I don't think that's what she was going for. I think she was solely going to diss her. So I don't think it was a hit, which in my opinion, that's why I do like when bitches do make diss tracks that are hit. Like No Frogs, perfect example. That song was a hit when it motherfucking dropped. It still gets played in the motherfucking clubs. And that song is a motherfucking subliminal motherfucking song. So it's Remy Ma, girl. Hello? So there's ways you can do that to make it a hit, and I like that a little more cunty because it's even more of a slap in the bitch face. Like, not only did I eat you up, but bitch, I ate you up so bad, I'm motherfucking number 1 in your album. It's not. Hello? That would have ate, but it's not a hit. But she definitely was hitting Cardi, bitch. And Cardi could say what she want or whatever, and no shade. Like I said, I love all of them, and people can say what they want, but no shade. When Cardi is making bars like A B C D E F G, that bitch, you bitches can't fuck with me. And that other song that she's like 1, 2, 3, 4, something at the fucking door, like it's giving, like the first time when she said A B C D E F G, I gave her the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, okay, baby girl, she's just trying to kiki with us. She know that we be talking about how she do ABC bars, so she's trying to kiki with us, be like, in your face. But then when she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bar, bitch, I said in the very next song, I said, girl, this is too much. This is too much. This is your flaw. Like I said, she low-key ate Cardi up. I wish she would have went a little harder. I was not not like that, but I thought she was gonna go just a little harder. Like I thought like the way it was amping up and so I feel like I thought she was going to go just a little harder on her, but clearly she didn't. So that's a little disappointing. I do feel like it was a little anticlimactic, but bitch, towards the end of the song, she ate her up completely. Bitch, she said, you body ass, you ugly box body face ass bitch. That's why your man sucking dick hole. That's why, girl, that's why you got BD. That's why your girl, it was too much. It was too much. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Hot Talk. I know this was longer than I expected. Hopefully the audio sounds good because I had the microphone connected. I know I probably got loud at points because, you know, whatever, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, press the little ding-a-ling-a-ling so you know every time I post. Go over to my Instagram. Follow me at JadaHBIC. TikTok, JadaHBIC. Wait, Instagram is J_HBIC. TikTok is JadaHBIC. Follow Cover Bitch Magazine, at Cover B Magazine on the Instagram. Go to our website, Cover Bitch Magazine as well. What else do I have to plug? If you're go follow us at Have Bitch Productions on Instagram. Follow us here, bitch. But if you're here already, then you already know where to find us, right? So yes, I love you guys so much. Girl, let's stay tuned with all this beef and see what's going on with all this tea, girl. And we might have to come up on you another day this week, probably soon, bitch. Probably on Friday after JT drop of this, or probably Saturday, Sunday after the girls react to the. I don't know, but y'all finna see me again on Hot Talk because we got a lot to talk about. Hello, thank you. And like I always say, the HBIC signing out. Bye, y'all.